3, 2, 1.
Just like that. 3, 2, 1. We're recording. And for the first time, we're
in
the same place, in the same time. We're lounging on the floor.
Yeah, with the wall.
Yeah, with this, there is a wall here. It's not a special effects. There actually is a wall here.
Yeah.
I'm leaning on it. I was just actually listening. I did a yoga class the other day, and they said that one of the reasons why we meditate leaning against a wall is so that you can feel the ribs moving.
Well, that's breathing.
That's what I thought. I'm like, oh, maybe it is talking about breathing rather than meditating. But
maybe that's pranayama.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's not meditation as we know it.
Mm.
I think there's a lot of thought that watching your breath and thinking about breathing and stuff like that and counting breaths is what meditation is. Maybe people can use it as a doorway into meditation.
Sure,
but
yeah.
But to say that we have meditation being breath is not it. That's not it. Like, what's something that you love is really a question for as a doorway into meditation.
It's definitely one of my favorite ways of entering meditation or giving meditation instruction. And I find that my clients are really, really more easily able to access that meditative state if you have these elicitation questions.
So what do you love? If you love a dog licking your face, that can be one of the most... If you look into a dog's eyes, what you see is unconditional love, right? It's just like this dog wants to come and be in your space, in your energy field, and lick the salt from the ocean off my face from this morning. But look, one of the sutras in the Radiance Sutras, which we have here, a copy of, Sutra 99, talks about love being particular and about what is someone that you love. And sometimes this is something that I think that we can use as a doorway into meditation is who's someone that you love, and just hang out with that person for as long as you hang out with them. Like if you were to ask yourself, who's someone I love, pretty quickly and easily somebody comes into mind, right? Whether it's your mum, your partner, your children, your dog, your cat, your bird. There's always somebody's face, something's face comes into your awareness, right? And you can just be with that person for as long as they stay in your awareness. And then you can go on a little journey with that and then drift off, and then you might think, oh, who else is? And I've found quite often that just asking, it's an invitation, right? It's an invitation into your heart, and it's an invitation to bring people into your awareness, and being with somebody you love, not just something that you love, but somebody that you love is a really opening way into meditation.
Yeah, no, I often, if you can use that mantra to use that tool of just evoking the image, the memory, the feeling of being with that person that you love, and really going deeper and deeper into the feeling state, whether it has a geographical part on your body, using your body as a planet.
As a map, it's sort of a map too, isn't it? Your body is a map of emotion. You know, when I think of certain people, I might feel different in different places. Like mum might be here, dad might be here, someone else might be somewhere else. You know, your love might make you feel tingly in different places in your body. You know.
Yeah.
So love is particular.
Yeah, I'd like to read this one, Sutra 99. And if you're listening to this rather than viewing this on YouTube, my dog keeps coming in and out and jumping over the top of us and sort of asking to be the recipient of our love and attention. Okay, Sutra 99 from the Radiance Sutras. Love is particular. When you love someone, a tangible, touchable someone, the whole world opens up. If you want to know the universe, dare to love one person. All the secret teachings are right here. Go deeper and deeper still. The gift of concentration is the spaciousness that surrounds it. Focus illuminates intensity. Focus illuminates immensity. Immensity. As I'm reading this, it's interesting. The gift of concentration is the spaciousness that surrounds it. Focus illuminates immensity. It implies like to have this sort of localized focus or attention. It's the widening, the spaciousness around it that brings that sense of liberation. And I know Dr. Lorin Roche often says that, you know, we're often trained in you know, maybe a mindfulness style meditation or another more traditional, I use the word traditional style of meditation from a sort of monastic origin. We're often led to believe that meditation is focus and is concentration, and to really dive into honing your intention onto one particular tool of breath or mantra or whatever it is. But conversely, we're in this approach, I think we're encouraged to explore the opposite and to allow your attention and your mind and your awareness to be free.
That's right.
And to welcome that mind wandering. And if you think about it, Michael, like, you know, the listeners might not know, but I know that, you know, I have a job and I work and, you know, I have a busy life and we have children and things to do. And much of my time is spent focusing and organizing it. And I need to do that to function. I have tasks that need to be completed by certain times, and I work with students and in a classroom sort of setting, and, you know, I need to give them my focused attention to support them.
Absolutely.
And so I think, you know, then to have a more sort of balanced inner life and mind, a balanced mind, I need to give myself the opposite style of attention whenever I can. And the opposite of concentration and focus, I think, would be open and vast and spacious and relaxed. And
exactly. One of the things that like this version of the Radiance Sutras it was written a few years ago, you know? And I have been working with Lorin and Camille now for about 5 years, you know?
Yeah.
And this may have been written, this was written well
2014,
before.
It was published,
it was written well before that. And Lorin won't use the words concentration anymore.
Yes, we know we've changed.
He won't use the word focus anymore. So with that in mind, in my version of the Radiance Sutras, I actually
you have an alternative.
I sort of amended one of the words there where you said the gift of concentration.
The gift of concentration is the spaciousness that surrounds it.
Yeah. I amended my own version because I know that Lorin doesn't like the word concentration. Now he's sort of moved away from the gift of your tender attention, or the gift of your tender awareness is the spaciousness that surrounds it. So we often talk about our awareness being really light.
Yeah.
So if we bring our awareness to someone that we love and we just lay it out on the table and say, here I am, without it being a focus, without concentration. The gift of that is, it's like a breeze, an opening up, a breeze, an expansion that it's in here.
It's effortless,
Yeah.
And this is a great skill in itself, effortlessness.
Yeah.
And again, I would say it's polar opposite to what many of us are doing in most of our lives. You see, I work with teenagers, I live with teenagers, and they're focusing on these things.
On their phones.
Yeah, and
on that little universe that's in their hands, right?
Yeah, and effortlessness is a great skill in your awareness and in your breath and in your body placement. And again, it's so counter to what we might perceive as the stereotypical yogi sitting up straight with effort, ensuring their spine is straight, their eyes are closed, they've got this, their brow is furrowed, and they're focusing. And concentrating and not allowing that mind to deviate, to wander, and that monkey mind, and effortlessness.
Even one of the 8 limbs of Ashtanga yoga, asana, right? That word asana, which is when people go to a yoga class, they're doing what people are now calling an asana class, right? A lot. And it's about the shape of their bodies and the way the body's moving and all that type of stuff, and
making shapes.
Making shapes. Whereas the word asana actually means steady and easeful posture, right?
Steadiness and ease.
Easeful. It's easeful. Now, what's more easeful than sitting on a cushion leaning back against the wall, right?
Yeah.
And having a sigh. And thinking, who's someone that I love?
Yeah.
Who's the first person that comes into my awareness? And my mum's face comes up as she looked at me in the 3 days before she passed. And to me, and I just rest my awareness with that, and I'm embraced by her. My heart expands, and I'm back in the body of love, right? And this is what meditation is about: is bringing yourself into the body of love that the universe is through different tools. What better way to dive into that than think about somebody that you love?
In the yatra, Lorin writes, everything else in the universe drops away. It's just how you described it. You are free.
Yeah.
All your troubles are forgotten. Your whole being is appeased and tranquil. You're walking on air. Walking on air applies that lightness, effortlessness. Yeah. So maybe we'll wrap it up today. Applying the skill of effortlessness and ease.
Yeah.
And being with
someone you love.
Yeah.
What could be more delightful?
Sutra 99. Thank you.
Yes, a pleasure as always.